Yeah, hi everyone. Ruban here from India. So Ravi in Singapore. So welcome back again to Two Idiots podcast. So it's been long time and lots of things have changed.
Yeah,
So yeah, so in this video we'll discuss about Triangulate as a new project that I'm working on. So we actually launched the product. So it's actually AI driven business insights platform. So yeah, so that's what we're going to talk about, Ravi. Yeah.
sure. Sounds good.
I will share my screen. So I think you have to let me or something.
Yeah, I just gave you access. Just go for it.
Okay. So let me know if you guys can see my screen.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
see it.
So this is the website. So basically, the idea behind this product is businesses spend shit lot of money on understanding the market, and
Hmm.
most of the time the products they launch are done after. Sometimes it becomes an obsolete failure.
Hmm.
So the thing is, the idea behind this product is so you want to be more optimum and tech oriented in terms of doing your market research to understand your market. So
Yep.
basically, we have launched our MVP. So how this platform work is, so this platform gathers data from all the data sources that's available, social media, Google, YouTube, and such.
Hmm.
And then it does text analytics, sentiment analysis, and then it gives you insights on, what is the trend like, basically,
Hmm.
what do people feel and such. So you can just click here to log in, and then if you are already a member, uh, if you already are a customer with us, so we will have you will have a keyword set up for your account. If
Hmm.
not, then we will get back to you, and then we will set up a keyword for you based on your business needs.
Okay.
So I will select this keyword hearing aids. So now the fundamental idea behind this platform is no matter what uh, goods or service you're doing, let it be software or product or whatnot, people just go to one of these search engines, even Amazon or Google or whatnot, and then they will search for it using keywords. So the keywords are the fundamental driver of your business, basically, to bring customers in. So even if you are in B2B, your procurement team is going to search for whatever product they need using keywords on Google. Or if
Yeah.
they have any other platform, they'll just go search for it using keywords. So your business is defined using like handful of keywords. So
Hmm.
now the idea behind this platform is we just go grab data associated with the keyword in the internet, then
Hmm.
give you insights on and what people talk about, what is the trend like, what is the emotion like, what are all the associated topics that are related to uh, whatever keyword that your business operates in, and as such. So
Okay.
now we selected the keyword hearing aid. So once you choose a keyword, so what we will do is we'll take a week or so to extract data related to this keywords from the internet. First and foremost, we'll do and research on do people really talk about this keyword on the internet? If so, we will proceed to the next step. Else, that's if you don't have a lot of people talking about this particular keyword on the internet, then it's just no brainer to like run through this platform.
Okay.
So yeah. So now what do we see here is, so we have this is the core keyword hearing aid. So
Hmm.
this is the main driver. So we are actually looking at this and using a network graph. So actually I like this graph basically. So what this tells you is, so when people go search for the keyword hearing aids in Google, so these are all the associated searches that comes with the hearing aid. So we just pick the top 5, related queries.
Hmm.
So you can see, best hearing aid, phonak hearing aid,
Hmm.
hearing aids near me, phonak, and
Hmm.
then just hearing aid without S. So
Hmm.
now the next step, what we are doing is, so we just take best hearing aids. So we'll just go search, do the analysis again on best hearing aids. So we
Hmm.
can see the top 2 searches are associated with this one is
Okay.
best hearing aids 2022, best hearing aids 2021. And then same goes for like Phonak hearing aids. So what goes with the Phonak hearing aids? Hearing aids, Phonak Paradise. Phonak Paradise is directly product. So now we are into product already. Product of one of the market leader for the hearing aid.
Okay.
Phonak Paradise hearing aid. Phonak hearing aids Bluetooth. People show interest in Bluetooth. And then if we come to just the pure keyword hearing aid, so we have hearing aid price, and then we have hearing aid batteries. So these are all. So what this actually tell us is, so as a business, as someone in hearing aid business, so now let's say, or someone who wants to get into hearing aid business, you can see that who is the market leader, and it's straightforward that the Phonak is the one that's most preferred search option that goes along with the hearing aid. And then the trend for this one is actually like more, people love this Phonak Paradise hearing aids. So we just do a simple Google search on let me see if I can. Yeah. So let's just do a simple Google search on this keyword Phonak Paradise.
Yeah, sure.
So Phonak Paradise hearing aid. So just go to this one. So basically, so I will tell you the beauty about these things. So now we don't see anything here. So this is the product. So accept all cookies. So this is the product they are selling. So now what you can benchmark a product against. What are all the features that you have to look for and such. But what is the most surprising thing for me here is, so what people do in business. Let's say that let's say we are selling a mobile phone. When people search for Apple, Samsung wants to bid for the keyword Apple, and then they want to show the advertisement on top along with that one. But in this case, no other hearing aid business want to go after this particular keyword, because I'm not sure if they don't have any insights regarding this one. But if you see this one for this page on Google, we don't see any advertisement. So this is a huge opportunity, for businesses that are hearing aid. They want to give alternative to Phonak to place ad for this keyword to whatever the product related to hearing aid they're offering. So the reason is, so this is one of the top trending keywords for hearing aid worldwide. So Phonak Paradise. So it's a great opportunity that we are identifying right here for the keyword hearing aid. So people who search for hearing aids, they search for Phonak hearing aid. People who search for Phonak hearing aids, they also tend to search for Phonak Paradise hearing aids.
Okay.
So now there is no advertisement that goes along with this keyword. So that's an opportunity. Just go grab it, and then it will be definitely cheaper because nobody is bidding for that particular keyword. So just this one graph, by doing, we just went first layer. This is the first layer. This is the second layer. The second layer, we just did 2 layers of analysis, and then we already have some marketing strategy on Google. So that is the advantage that this product actually brings in. So, but we are just at the like tip of the iceberg. So now what we see here is, so this is the trend for the keyword hearing aids on Google for the past 12 months, basically. So we can see they have a decent trend. It's above 65 on average. So it's a decent business to be in. And then we can also see what are all the countries where they search the most for the keyword hearing aid, in Canada, US, Australia, so on. So I mean, it doesn't mean that people in Europe doesn't search for the keyword. Basically, the language is different, so we have to use respective language for the keyword hearing aid in respective country. So in Europe. So here what we see are, the hearing aid, we saw this one. And then we also saw related queries for hearing aid, Phonak hearing aids. And then we went one layer deeper for Phonak Paradise. So it's all what are the most frequently searched keywords along with hearing aid. And then these are all what are the frequently searched keywords along with hearing aid that are raising. So in the last 12 months, there wasn't a lot of volume for this keyword, but it is getting a significant amount of traction recently. So that is what the one on the left side shows.
Okay.
And then we also gather data from different sources. Whatever we see here, we get data from. And then this is a pie chart of the volume of data from each of the platform. So we have LinkedIn stands atop, close to 250 data on hearing aids. People talk about it as such. But now the more interesting piece of it comes here. So now what we have done here is, so we actually are building our own in-house emotional analysis machine learning AI platform. So this platform can distinguish between anger, fear, joy, love, sadness, and surprise. So when you feed a data, so it can classify it accordingly. So we have an accuracy of close to 90% currently. So so we do this analysis on each and every single data we get. So we have this one. So I'll talk more about it later. So and then one more thing that we are doing is, so we are doing this frequency analysis. The frequency analysis helps in understanding what are all the other words that are frequently used with hearing aids. So on top, we saw what are the other words that are searched on Google, but this one is just on Twitter. So just on Twitter, what are all the other words that are frequently used with hearing aids? And then one more thing that we observe is, for hearing aids, you won't get a lot of engagement in the sense people interacting with the post on Twitter. That's to be like one of the thing. Let's say, I'm not sure if you want to market your hearing aid product on Twitter. Basically, that's what I'm saying. And then another thing that we are doing is, we are doing this parts of speech analysis. This parts of speech analysis classify between noun, verb, adverb, and adjective. So basically what this helps in is, so let's say you just picked noun. So noun basically tells you it's a subject, subject of the topic. To say the hearing aids, Resound is another brand, Siemens is another brand. So so now, well, Bose is another brand. So you can actually get an overview of what are all the big names or names that are involved. Phonak is another brand. So that are involved in hearing aid. So now why we have adjective here is, adjectives sort of tell you the trend. Trend in the sense it actually amplifies the subject, right? Adverb amplifies the verb, adjective amplifies the subject.
Yeah.
So positive vibes, personalized experience. So it's difficult, all these things that it actually tells us. But now the cool aspect. Okay, so now we know. Okay, so these are all the words that are being used. So now what you can do is, you can go one level deeper. So if you go here, you can just put the hearing aid problem, which we just copied from here, and then you just search for this one. So what this is doing is, it's just picking where all this hearing aid problem keyword is used. So now you just want to narrow down. So we just gather hundreds of data from Twitter over a period of time, and then we are just curious about where people are talking about this hearing aid problem, because problem is an opportunity for business at any time. So and then we just want to pick what they're talking about. So I mean, I don't want to go in depth on this one, but basically you get a lead on who are all the ones that are talking about it. So this guy is talking about it. This Twitter handle is talking about it. So this another Twitter handle is talking about it. So basically what it gives you is, so these are all the people that are, it's not a personal account, it's a business account. Doing business in hearing aids, that are talking about hearing aids. Now, let's say that you want to build a product for the next launch, then you can just go have a talk with these guys that are publicly talking about it. So when you get their feedback, build a product, and then they will again talk about it when they launch the product. So that also helps. And then another thing to notice, so just for this keyword, you have hearing aid and then hearing problem. So what is the sentiment like? So the joy, the feeling of joy is the most common one, and then the feeling of sadness. So the joy is the predominant one just for this keyword. So now let's just go see
But
what's.
how does this emotional analysis work?
So how this emotional analysis work is, so so that's another topic, but
Oh.
I'll tell you. So what we are doing here is, so we take data set from the internet, generic data set.
No, Ruben, let me stop you for a second. If this is proprietary, if there's some IP behind this, then maybe let's not go into detail.
No. I mean, this is like any machine learning model. Basically, it involves data set, and then you train it accordingly, and then you feed the data and then test it out. So basically what we are doing is, so we just get text data with labeling from the internet, and then we build a model. We take reference from the internet, obviously, and then we fine tune it based on our needs, and then we train the model, and then we test it out. So that is how the process works. So yeah, so and then this tells you a different story for the keyword. So I'm not sure why this falls under sadness, but if you don't have a lot of meaningful text, then you can just ignore it.
Okay.
So and then it tells you this what is the trend for hearing aid plus the keyword Siemens. So that is the thing. So in similar way, you have data for you can do like the frequency analysis is basically you can see what are the most commonly used words, basically. So you can see, I'm not sure. So if you are curious about all these things we know, but SonoVibe, we just go search for it and then see why it is commonly used. So SonoVibe, yeah, so this guy is always spamming. I saw this one. So this guy is spamming SonoVibe hearing loss, blah blah blah, some product. But if you're curious, if you're in hearing aid business, then you can just go dig further. The brain experiment uncovers the root cause of hearing loss, and you can fix it in less than 1 month. So it's all curious things that may want to go after and do some research. So basically, it helps them understand. You generate shitload of leads that are related closer to your business. So that is the point that, yeah.
The SonoVibe is actually some kind of supplement, right? It's not exactly a.
It looks like, but it is a solution for the physical product that you have to put behind your ear if it actually works.
Okay.
Right. At the end of the day, even these guys are competitors to the hardware makers of hearing aids.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah.
So we just do the similar thing for Instagram. So you can also get to know about your influencers. So you can do similar analysis on each of the hashtags that are used. And then you have a direct link to the influencers, same parts of speech analysis. And then you also have sentiment. And then you can see that in Instagram, the sentiment is more of a joy. And then sadness that comes after it. And then let's say we go to LinkedIn. So joy and sadness that combines. So let's say we go to Quora. I'm not sure Quora, it's Reddit. So we don't have any data for hearing aids on Quora. So in Reddit, it's mostly sadness.
Okay.
So people basically rant and rave on Reddit, right? So we can see saw new audio, just profound hearing loss. All these things are negative. Cherokee launches. So let's say that we just go pick this one, Cherokee, and then we just search for this keyword just to know what is the trend for Cherokee. So we don't have a lot of data on this one. Yeah, so this one we're not getting data. But and one more thing that it does is, so we didn't see that for Twitter because it lacks engagement. But let's say we just go to Instagram, which got more engagement. So let's say we just pick this sign language, or even like let's say you just take phone app. So we also have Signal, it's another player. So let's just go do a search. So when we just search for Phonak, we can see what is the engagement like on Instagram
Okay.
for keyword Phonak that comes with hearing it. So it doesn't have a lot of engagement. Basically, it only has 42, and then the trend is like that. So you can see that people talk a lot about hearing aids on Instagram because of the number of engagement that we see on a higher level. So you get significant amount of engagement compared to what we see on Twitter.
Okay.
So, but your brand Phonak is not getting any engagement. So you got to do something about it. So engage with the community to create awareness. If you want to go further. So you can see for Signia, you have only like 16. So that's another trend. So and then let's say you can see there are not many engagement for this as well. But yeah, so that is another thing, engagement strategy analysis. So how to get people engaged with your products so that you stay relevant in the market. So those kind of analysis. So and then what? So this is all for hearing aids, right? So yeah, we just have a look at LinkedIn as well. So let's say we just go to LinkedIn. You can see similar trend. So it's the joy that most people talk about it. Happy. So but last time, when we had a call, the Sonoma group was on the top, and then now we can see that Brain McGuire. So this guy came out on top, in terms of engagement for the keyword hearing aid. So if you just go into this, so you have a solid lead, and then who are all people that engage with this one are considered, your potential leads for your hearing aid business. So this guy is starting a new business at Here X Group. So we never heard about it. So it deals with hearing aids as well. So and then this get decent engagement. So some big names are going into the space. So when you take hearing aid business, not a lot of people gain that much of engagement in terms of likes and comments. So that is what here to say. So and then let's say now the next thing is, so let's say that you are in e-commerce business. So here what we have done is, so for the keyword chip, so it's basically not just for the keyword. So let's say so basically let's say that you are doing this in D2C, direct to consumer business. You are selling on Amazon. So what we have done is, so let's say you want to analyze the product, how competitive the chip industry, chips, basically the chips that we eat, and then what do people actually talk about it. So what we are doing is, so let's say that you are in a business, so you make a shitload of money. Let's say you want us to analyze the market. So what we will do is we'll just pick the topmost product that comes out on Amazon. If Amazon is your is the platform that you want to take inspiration from, and then we analyze all the comment section, all these data. So and then we can see what do people talk about it. So from the comment section, and then we analyze all these things. So now here, this is the most loud product. So you can see the Joy is the most common one. But to show, so there is also this keyword sick, why people use this keyword, So just to give an the where you can pick the the most pain points, basically why people feel sick about it. So you can see the trend immediately changes. So sadness is the most top one for this trend. So you can see these are all the 2 comments that are triggering it. So be careful, either got some badly made blah blah blah, some allergy, some issue. That this is to show that it helps you pick the trend. So people are when something wrong happens, you can actually go and identify. Tells you go pick the root cause of where the problem is happening. So yeah, so that is the product. So it's we are open for business. So we can do periodical analysis. A monthly. We can also do weekly, every week once. So all 52 weeks in a year. So it helps you, build data, understand, and then drive your business decisions accordingly. And then, so we are open for business. So it's like the most latest social analytics platform. We tell you the emotion, we take you to where it's being actually spoken about, and then whatnot. So I think, Ravi, I'm not seeing your screen anymore. So
You see me now?
Yeah, I can see you now. Yeah.
Okay.
So and then if you guys have any idea on, like, how we can improve this, what else we can add, so we are open for it as well. So that's the thing. So basically what we'll be doing, forward, so we'll be working on improving the model, machine learning model. So we will be labeling the data we extracted, and then we will train on top of the data, so to make our model more efficient. And then so that will be that's what's going to be happening. Yeah. Then we open for investment as well. Yeah.
Sounds wonderful, Ruben. Quick question. So what's going to be the USP for someone who wants to build their own platform versus outsourcing this to Triangulate?
Build own platform of what?
Something similar? So build it in-house versus...
I mean, whatever I'm doing, I'm not saying that it is not like first time in the market. Definitely it's not. So people are doing it. So you just go do a Google search, and then you can understand what they're actually doing it. So now the thing is, you just take medium scale industries.
Okay.
So these people cannot afford to invest on these resources to build up the model.
Okay.
If you are a multi-billion-dollar business, you can sure go ahead, build your in-house team. You invest. It is at least millions of dollars. You just hire a data scientist. The salary for that guy is easily close to 100K, a year.
Like if you're a Coca-Cola or if you're a Procter and Gamble. 100K or 200K is nothing for you, right?
No, it's not just one guy. Headcount for one guy is 100K. You just put scale up at least like 5 people, 500,000. The resources associated with that.
My point is, like, for a large corporation like Coca-Cola, they can afford hiring these people.
Yes.
But if you're a startup with like $2 million of revenue, but it's difficult, right?
It doesn't make sense because you just want to focus on the core of your business.
Yes, I get it. Okay. So by outsourcing it to you, they're significantly reducing their costs, and they're also dealing with someone who has the expertise.
Yes. And then our machine learning model is like, it's going to get more and more robust, basically. So we train across industry. So we train a model for data from across industry. So that may not be the case for your machine learning model, even if you are Procter and Gamble or Coca-Cola. So you will basically go pick your own data source, and then you want to train your model on that, and then make some predictions. So that will be that will be the core strength of our business as we proceed along in the future. So our machine learning model that's been trained on significantly varied set of data.
It's something like the network effect in
yes. So it's like the Tesla cars, right? So Google's Waymo, their self-driving unit has limited cars on the road, but Tesla, they are getting all their beta, all their test drivers to, you can sign up and become a test driver, and then they collect data from your car to train their model better.
Tesla has a much bigger data set because every car has an incremental data point.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a great analogy. And I think Tesla, you can understand from the way that now they're going into insurance because they have all this data.
Yeah.
The data is the new oil, they say, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, makes total sense. I think we have just 10 minutes left, Ruban. So
Yeah, so I mean, this is the project. So, this is what we want to talk about. Yeah, so we can end the call and then we can talk something else. Yeah. Just
Sure.
stop recording. Yeah.
Yeah, this sounds exciting, and I'm really looking forward to see what else you do with this. And
Yeah, sure.
how you
Yeah.
go Triangulate. Thanks for
Yeah.
sharing.
Yeah.